We are in a situation where fashion, culture, and expectations are colliding. And the only thing for us to do is analyze this one simple factoid. To bonnet or not to bonnet? That is the question. You dig?
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
Take off the bonnets in public. Take them off. Have some standards. Take more pride in your appearance.
Listen, I don't give a where you from. If you see a woman in public with those three combinations, pajama pants, hair bonnet, and bedroom slippers, trust me, she bout that life.
And this is what we talk about. Perception is reality. You see, when you're dressed a certain way, you're not ready for the show. And when I say ready for the show, I mean ready to go out, show up, show out, and do everything that you need to do when you have to do it because you have to do it. Now, that doesn't absolutely mean that these ladies who are dressed like this, they are not that way. But what it means is that if you're not ready, then you have to get ready. But a lot of us was raised that if you stay ready, you don't ever have to get ready.
Just stop wearing your pajamas out in public, man. That's so disgraceful. And why you women saying right, but bonnets is pajamas too. How about that? Keep that in the house. Yeah, ain't so funny now, huh?
But the most interesting part is that we've always been some of the best dressed folks for our income bracket. I mean, you look at old books, old pictures, old films, and we were dressed to the nines. You look at the indie hop, you look at the Lindy hop and folks dancing, step dancing, hop dancing back in the 20s. We were looking great, zoots to the max. We always took pride in the way we look. So what I believe is that we've managed to make it so good for the next generation that the next generation don't understand that the older generation didn't have it that good. So when we tell them, hey, maybe we should dress up a little better, they look at us and say, why are you worried about it? Everyone's doing it. But one thing is for certain, just because everyone's doing it don't mean that we should do it. You know, the old saying, 10 times better just to get ahead. You dig?
Woman with a bonnet on, I want to snatch it. Oh, wait, Vlad, I'm telling you, the comments on the bonnet,
oh yeah,
this is where the women are going to come at me hard.
Those of you who want a husband, when you walk out that door, look like you want to be wanted. Yeah. When you come to church, dress appropriately, and you don't have to wear nothing tight. Women who are married wear something tight every day at the crib.
And everybody from your pastor to your image consultants are telling you one thing for certain: your best foot forward is the best foot to put forward. A lot of ladies out there looking for that Prince of Shining Armor, that high status, high value dude to spend that money, that cash, that cream. And I'm talking about that Hollywood dream. But guess what? That Hollywood dream ain't down with the bonnet scene.
Why you don't ever take me out in public? We only go out at night.
Ooh, let's see what we have here. Oh, I see the problem. It says here that you want to be seen in public, but we have a no bonnet policy.
A bonnet? What? What, you embarrassed or something?
Yes, absolutely. See, this company is actually trying to raise our stock, and a bonnet actually lowers our company's value.
Polite savages. All right, polite savages, let's go.
Black women, take off the bonnets in public. Take them off. Don't let other people, i.e. other races, tell you that you're fine, be yourself, all of that. No, they're lying to you. It looks low class, it looks trashy, and it looks very poverty.
And so we have the other end of the spectrum where we're not just exactly talking about a man saying this. We have a woman who, she was Miss Arizona for America 2024. She's a professional model. She's a professional person in general and works sometimes as an image consultant, allegedly. And she's just saying that the image itself, how you look, the presentation itself is off. Now listen, a lot of ladies aren't going to agree with this, and I understand that because everybody has autonomy to wear exactly what they want to wear. And I want to just analyze what she's saying and from her point of view, and then we're going to actually come back and hear another point of view and see exactly where we fall on this conversation of bonnets in public.
Take more pride in your appearance.
She's firm on it.
Especially for the ones that I hear you guys saying like, oh, I want a husband, I want a man. Guess what? A great quality, high value man does not want to see someone that he's considering as a future wife out in public with a bonnet on. And
I don't think it's just a bonnet. And it's definitely, I know she's addressing her community because she's a lady, she's a black lady, and she's addressing her community. And I understand that. I understand. But I think in general, when I see in general, I see a lack and a degradation of how people dress in public in general. I see young folks, old folks, I see people going around like kind of in pajamas. I see all types of folks in bonnets. And I'm not talking about for religious exceptions or anything of that nature. I just see a general degradation of the dress code and a general of a freeing of people from the constraints. And not every constraint that we had was bad. I mean, I think we have to come to the understanding that, like, you want to dress and present yourself in appearance because you never know who you're going to meet. And like this lady said here, if you're looking for a husband and you want your husband as some type of status, income level, to her experience, and she's a married woman and she's a model and she's on that circuit, to her experience, men, they just don't want that.
And don't come with, oh, well, no. Stop it. You look terrible in the bonnets in public. Take some extra time. I'm having a bad hair day. Take some time and invest in your appearance.
And this is important. This is important for everybody. You have to invest in how you look. It's crazy because when you think about it, you juxtapose today and how people walk out the house to how they walked out the house 20 years ago and how they walked out the house 30 years ago and even 40 years ago. People dressed better in a lot of ways. Now, we went through some horrible stylistic trends. I understand that. There's always been stylistic trends. I think this is a little different though. And the reason why I think it's different because wearing pajamas, wearing bonnets, wearing things like that all over, and on an airplane and things of that nature in business class, it's just not the way that we're putting our best foot forward. And I think that in these trying financial times that we're going through, when it's going to be extremely hard to get employment and the AI crush on your jobs, and you're seeing jobs being outsourced, not across seas, but now being outsourced to the computer that you're working on. You got to be careful. And what's a distinguishing factor? A distinguishing factor is how you present yourself, your personality, and how you communicate and interact with folks.
Oh, well, our hair. We've had the same head of hair for years now. Born with it. If you want more, add some. Don't let these people fool you. They're laughing at you. Take the bonnets off.
So let me just say this. Character matters more than a bonnet on your head. And to be frankly honest, I've been married to my husband for over a decade, and I go outside in my bonnet. I go to the mailbox. I might run to the grocery store and run back. Long as the bonnet is clean, my husband is okay.
Yes, ma'am. You've been married to your husband for a decade. You have value and equity in that relationship. But we're not talking about your husband. And if you found a husband and that was perfect, okay. But let's also expand the conversation to just presentation, just best foot forward, just people who may want to hire you, people who may want to network with you. I mean, I don't exactly know if wearing a bonnet is the perfect thing to do. But I will tell you this, your bonnet looks nice. It's clean, it's stylistic, but that's not what we see a lot of times. We don't see that clean, stylistic look all the time. So I think it's a little different and maybe just a false comparison to the mental picture that some folks have in their head into what you're presenting.
I'm okay. It's fine. But when you said other races, that what threw me off. Other races are telling you it's okay. And I already know what other race you are talking about. Yes, other races are saying it's okay to go out in a bonnet because they're not looking at the bonnet. They are looking at your character more than the bonnet that's on your head. But yet y'all say, oh, white people downplay, they call us loud and ghetto, but yet you are on here calling your own race loud, ghetto, wretched for wearing a bonnet outside.
Ma'am, that's a little false comparison. I didn't hear her say loud and ghetto. I just heard her say it looks terrible and to take it off. Maybe she said it looked a certain way, but listen, the bottom line is that we owe it to ourselves to police our public image. Every group owes it to themselves to do that, and every group does that. And if she's expressing the way she feels, you're expressing the way you feel. Okay, I understand that. I'm going to fall on the side of professionalism. I'm going to fall on the side of that lady. I don't know what you do for a living, but I mean, she's a model. She ran beauty pageants. It's a little different understanding and a different level of understanding.
Fact. So I think character matters more than a bonnet. You know, the real issue is not with the bonnet, it's the character.
But ma'am, when people see you, they don't see your character. They don't meet your character first. They meet your external image. Social, just from a sociological point of view and a standpoint, people, when they meet you, and I just want to talk business to everybody. Let me just get serious with you for a second. I know we hit you with the polite savage talk and we kind of get into it sometime, but let me just be real. People, they don't meet your character. They meet your exterior, ma'am. That's just the way it is. That's the way we built. It doesn't mean that you don't have value or anything or not weird out of here stuff. It just means that people look at you and unfortunately, people may judge you instantly for something that they don't have to. And if that person is somebody in a position to do something for you, you want to make sure that your best foot is forward all the time because you never know who you're going to meet.
And I know how to present myself when it comes to coming outside looking nice. Nothing wrong with that. I know when to come outside looking presentable. But anyway, y'all, it's heck here, not race, unity, not division, and we are better together.
I'm trying to be cool, but goddamn.
Polite savages, boys and girls, what I'm saying is this. Throughout history, we're dressed to the nines. We are the tastemakers, the cultural ambassadors to this country. We vet it, make it cool, and it is cool. Whether you want to believe it or not, the truth is the truth, whether or not you like me. So when we see folks from the greater community walking around in bonnets, slippers, pajamas, they're just doing what they thought is cool because they seen us do it. So maybe it's time for a course correction before it gets all out of control. You dig?
Just stop wearing your pajamas out in public, man. That's so disgraceful. Why you women saying right, but bonnets is pajamas too. How about that? Keep that in the house. Yeah, ain't so funny now, huh? You wearing that dumb ass shit walking around, looking at me like I'm the out of place. With them dumb ass snuffleupagus eyelashes.
Hey, my Tip Network folks, make sure you like, share, and hype this video and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom, we're out.
We found true happiness